Hello everyone and welcome to the Lifestyle PodNetwork show. This is episode 9. I'm here with Dave Gray. You will know him from shows like Aussie Geek Podcast and
Two Schooners and none other than
Podcasters Emporium.
Indeed.
So today we're here to talk to you about a couple of things. The first one I wanted to talk to you about was the new Lifestyle PodNetwork shows app, which is coming out on iPhone. It's also on Android devices, plus Nokia devices as well. You can also use it on your iPad, which is kind of cool.
It's kind of in that little small funky size, but we're working on that.
We are, and anyway, that's pretty new. You can download that from the website at lifestylepodnetwork.com.au. The other thing that's been happening is I've been in Melbourne for a meetup.
Tell us about the Melbourne meetup, because James went down there with business and had the opportunity to talk to a lot of people from the community of Lifestyle Pod Network community, really.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people there. We spoke to Duncan Riley from the Inquisitor. We had Steve Vischer from Plane Crazy Down Under.
Yeah.
And a whole heap of other people, lots of listeners.
And the dude that's got the gorilla outfit on
Unreal
Twitter.
Shots. Yeah, so that was all really fun.
Yeah, it was great.
And the Lifestyle Pod Network meetups are a great way of catching up with people and saying g'day and meeting people in the community, which is what all of that's about.
It is. We have a fantastic community down there in Melbourne. G'day Melbourne people. And I am actually planning a trip. I know that you guys were really hoping that I could make it down there for that trip, but I apologise that I wasn't able to come. Leave pass required. The other thing, James, is that I heard that you got the opportunity to catch up with none other than Coach Jeff. You did an interview with him.
Yeah, I did a Coach Jeff interview on Power Up, which is a motivational podcast that he's got, and he asked me some really great questions. Yeah. About.
He asked you questions. I thought you were interviewing him.
No, it was the other way around. It's normally that way on this show, but he was interviewing me about how the Lifestyle Pod Network came about and what motivated me to do that, and it was a really great interview, quite surprising. So I was down in Melbourne to do a conference, and he actually rang me that night, so it was lots of fun.
Brilliant. That was after you spoke to me on the phone, because we caught up with each other as well. You made me feel bad that I wasn't there. Yeah. So fantastic, James, and worthwhile. Is that up? It is. It's
Power Up, and I think it's episode 32. It's out on the website now, but also check out the show notes, because we'll leave details in there as well, so you can find those podcasts.
And the really great thing is the Lifestyle Pod Network app. You can actually get all of this stuff streaming on your iPhone, iPad, Android or Nokia device when the show comes out, James. So that's another way they can catch up with your interview with Coach Jeff.
Yeah, so even if you're on holidays or down on the beach or at work, you can stream the shows directly from our servers straight through the app. It's also a great way of catching up on our meetups, which incidentally we've got another one in Sydney this weekend.
We do.
And this weekend. Why don't we take a look at some of the tape for that right now?
Awesome.
So here we are at the Lifestyle Pod Network meetup today. We're here, we booked a table like 10 minutes before it was due to begin.
That's the way we do.
It's the way we roll around.
It is. And that involves just piling a whole heap of junk onto a table.
And I think, Dave, we're probably going to have the largest numbers we've ever had.
Really?
I'm hoping that. Yeah, I was just looking at the... maybe a few more than 10 this time.
Awesome.
Which is pretty big for a meetup, because it's always the brave ones who turn up.
Yeah.
And those who are geographically in the area.
Geographically in the area and want some company to have a cup of coffee.
That's right. And we're going to say thanks to Justin Tamari, our cameraman, who's very faithfully holding the camera for us today.
Trying not to move too much.
And Dave, our new Lifestyle Pod Network merchandise as
You too can own a Lifestyle Pod Network t-shirt by heading over to the Lifestyle Pod Network website and clicking on the appropriate links.
Yeah, and you can also go to cafepress.com/store, cafepress.com/pod-network, which will get you to the same place. There's a whole range of merchandise, including t-shirts, caps, mugs.
I should have brought the mug, but I didn't bring the mug. There's a mug.
All sorts of stuff, including stuff
and
we won't mention. Underwear.
And a clock.
Clocks. Yes,
clocks.
Good clocks.
And we would also like to thank the Hearn
for producing the logo.
His branding.
Yes, which is great. So one of our listeners from Canada, the Hearn, thank you very much. We really like it. Well, we're about to head into the meetup, Dave, because I think people are about to arrive, and I don't know about you, but I so need coffee.
Coffee. Because I don't know which way's up yet.
No, neither do I.
You can do on here.
Everyone, thank you for not smoking. This is the end of Sydney Meetup.
It is.
You're looking a bit exhausted. You had
Fantastic.
a few conversations.
Well, yeah, a few conversations, and it's always a big week when I come down here. It's I even got the what's the badge on? You can get on Foursquare for being
Giggly girl.
no, the one where you're out for 4 nights in a row.
Oh, yeah,
What
the
is
bender.
it? The bender. So clearly, I have been on a bender. I haven't drunk a lot actually, but look,
No.
the meetup this morning was fantastic. It is a bit exhausting by the time you get to the end of it, but it's really great to have these, and it's so good to see the crew turn up, and there's people that are really great supporters here. Tom125, Pixel, aka Linda,
Jodie M.
always comes. Harley's in the background.
In the background.
We are at Wheels and Cupcake.
And also we had Kathy and Julian here.
Yep.
We had anyone else? Mum. Everyone, for those of you who watched Two Schooners, we introduced you in episode 40
I was going to say
to our new mum. So this is Janine, our new mum. She doesn't drive anything these days.
Yeah, I drive my Corolla.
Oh,
drive
she
other
drives a
people
Corolla.
mad.
And other
You don't
people
drive the 180B.
No, not anymore.
But Mum looks after us, so you can catch Janine on Two Schooners. With us, Dave
New episode
and
coming
James.
soon.
Yeah, new episode coming soon. Not that soon, but soon.
Soonish.
And
Soonish.
that kind of
I think that wraps it up.
ties up the Sydney Meetup Day.
does,
Is there anything
yeah.
else we've got to remind people about?
No, I don't think so. We talked about the t-shirts. We'll have to get Mum one. Although
That's true.
Maybe we should get Mum the G-string.
Head.
But it's been great. We've had a lot of fun, and I guess we should take the opportunity to extend our thanks and gratitude to the Wheels and Cupcake staff and locale.
And Lisa
And
all of the girls.
They're fantastic. If you haven't come and dropped in here, come and grab some breakfast or some lunch. They're a fantastic crew.
Yep.
We might even put the show in the video that we took of the 3 of us together.
I think that'd be a great
I
idea.
think it's great.
I don't know what you mean by that.
No
but
idea
I'm
either.
going with it.
He does.
Sounds good.
He knows.
I like it.
He knows, like, on a different level. He's
Yes.
completely silly.
And the music's starting. That's wrapping us up. Thanks for joining us for the Sydney Meetup, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Bye! Well, James, that was a Sydney meetup and breakfast meetup, which was fantastic. Had a great time. It was awesome. And James, I guess that begs the question: what's coming up on Podcasters Emporium in the next few weeks?
Yeah, it does. We've got quite a good lineup coming up on Podcasters Emporium. We've got an audio series that's coming up. We've got
Really looking forward to that, James. The first episode we're planning, and it's the reason it's a little while coming is that we want it to be right. And we're calling it Editing 101, answering those burning questions that people have about editing your audio for your podcast, that really cut back to basics and get right into the nitty-gritty detail about what audio editing is all about, defining terms, and going through a little bit about the process that both James and I go through separately and jointly, what we think you could do to make your podcast better. And that's coming up on Podcasters Emporium, and I can't remember the episode.
neither can I right now. The other thing we've got coming up is we've got a great interview with Gordon Firemark. You will have seen him in earlier episodes. He's got a new ebook coming out specifically on the legals of podcasting, and that'll be well worth a look.
The conclusive guide for the podcaster and blogger on the legal ramifications and considerations that you need to make as a new media content producer. And we're really looking forward to getting Gordon on the show and talking about that.
Absolutely.
And he has given us advanced copies of the book, and we are previewing it as we speak. So we look forward to joining everybody for that episode as well, and letting everybody know about Gordon's new book. G'day, Gordon, if you listen.
Yeah, and also the usual run of podcaster interviews that we do as well. So there's a whole heap of new stuff coming up in Podcasters Emporium. I want to thank you for joining me for me and Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave, thanks for joining me today on the Lifestyle PodNetwork show. This is episode 9. We'll have more episodes along shortly. Your way of understanding and getting to know what's happening on the Lifestyle Pod Network. Go and download the Lifestyle Pod Network show's app so that you can stream our content live. And we'll see you really soon for another episode of the Lifestyle Pod Network show. Bye for now.
See you later, folks.